Latinos are skilled workers, trust us. In 10, Mexico was fourth largest buyer of high school immigrants in the United States. In 2008, there were 480 Mexican immigrants in the Career Empire, about 1/4 of that master of professional degree and plan will get funded as part of the broader immigration reform debate began to improve in Dallas Morning News. 2008 will be is only for people special house putting them in safe criminal immigrants totally around growing inquiries from grand half against submissions agrees that yet there's a voice that they're not done presidential candidates, particularly Republican successful for votes upon pension to follow the movement against the local migrants have argued against passing and employers specific immigration bills saying the top much need to leverage support for comprehensive immigration bill. The rights for couple and ask Carolina said we're not going forward. They can't advocate deportation. They might have made a pitch bad argument, however, picture upon this best policy option when making a modification of applying destruction abilities from politicians use research skill fix and encourage teams to engage in more in-depth and focus on research and both the ethnic rich and blues research systems to make quality three is opportunity cost based on in the roads across the obvious field policy options before tech flex staff means they have to always be ahead versus generics in our defensive tone. They don't seal the ground, they pick the app, everything else is negative, and they are believed with the compliance ref and the app making the most critical time the compliant, and they say no solvency after. However, this doesn't apply to the other compliant because role has solvency after. That's a role and only may have evidence and furthermore no solvency after compliance are uniquely key to test the flexibility checks on people add-ons and key to the best policy option. Just because we don't have a solvency after, it doesn't mean that it's not the best course of action, which is what debate is all about. And cross by all the arguments is why all of them will apply to this argument. Now the waivers compliant one conditionalities give one logic proving the affirmative is better than the compliant doesn't make you sorry when stealing denying the side goes logical is always the option for this logic for lens police from valid arguments to snake flex the after more prepared to defend against generics which get options to compliant after advantage 3 is the critical thing we make the debate harder which forces them to think harder become better was the most unique education debate force by policy option conditionality that's all about counter now our defense controversy 2 conditional options self their offense perms check those times cube makes welcome never roll mercy roll and one to see time use checks and strategy was nonsense whenever talk return ourselves for the after conditionality force assess the after more politicals which is good and this doesn't solve the counterpoint solves the entirety of the case element and evidence we want to see indicates that USCIS can grant advanced parole at their discretion for people who would be able to work and travel in and out of the United States which function does the same thing as the African parole solves instead of congressional action animal law and 10 there's a woman the name for the African branch action only counter to take action in the case of separate and permanent residency legal work authorization ability to travel both your friends may be able by executive via both the present and future legally only benefits are in international grant permanent residency and children both the times process there for segments for mutation to both the cells is still to the midterm because it maintains congressional action which is what all of our midterms evidence is based on. Their next argument is that only quick citizenship solves. However, this piece of evidence is an interesting FYI. It's not about the comp plan. The comp plan would do the exact same thing as the affirmative because they have conceived the part of the comp plan which provides all necessary extensions for people to come in on parole, which means that it would be essentially the exact same thing as providing permanent residency. This proves that there would solve this backlog. There's no evidence delineating the comp plan from the affirmative action. They say perception, but the comp plan solves this perception-based argument. The USCIS can provide a route to permanent employment through parole. That is the element may have evidence that they have conceived, and it would be perceived the same way by people outside the country because they would feel as if they would be able to come in. This evidence is furthermore their water evidence is not about the plan. It's about H-1B workers and which are not preventing people in the status quo. In the status quo, the massive backlog of people coming in proves that this perception is not preventing other people from applying or trying to get in. So even if the comp plan doesn't solve perception, it doesn't matter because there are still people trying to get into the country. And they say it links to politics, but that's simply not true. The comp plan doesn't garner public attention. Consumer Rodriguez, and not a problem. It relates to the absence of transparency or function of prosecutorial direction. This public cannot clearly grasp what these is going to do when it appears to tolerate facing immigration and engaging in simply haphazard enforcement of immigration laws. And even if it garners some, it's comparatively less than the plan Schoenberg and 93 television and affirmative attractive abstractions, leaving policy experts rather in terms of reveal legislative support. These should attract level attention as legislation, and it won't be received until after the election. Schoenberg 93, the one that will delegate the president's statutes and structures as just pointed out, extraditions will be beneficial to cost others after the legislation. The CDA was structures that EPA would deal with failures all throughout this into election. And even if the compliance for Jake Obama's popularity won't translate to congressional midterm victories, voters to cobble Obama from candidates Babington and Shannon Obama make billing of rather hands off rule than false election inspectors. Lost raise the question of whether Obama can trace for small person political charm Obama retain Shannon Obama recession compared to Congress. However, the popularity and translating and support for particular candidate this can this case for all presidents, especially in midterm elections, when you get the popularity of someone that who can generate excitement. Democrats will distance themselves from Obama even if it ends up hurting themselves. Intent the candidates are distancing themselves from the president are making the wrong move. Yeah, what Democrats are doing just that. Not only is running his health and which is generally conservative sensitive immigration issue. Obama or so even candidates hiding the White House to determine the president's health.
Go to midterms. Forget the Quinlan card.
Go to midterms. GOP will likely win control of the Senate now. Silver 928 O'Connell is likely to win in November, and the nomination is simply selected. Republican take over the Senate. 2 races as well. So Republican Democrats direction. Democrats over if Republicans expand the Senate. Field playing by the field here in West Virginia play where they do win those 2 states, Rhode Island, California, Delaware, Washington, still chamber of the Senate, New Poland, just they could do just that. Goodness.
Can I see that card?
Extended 1C1 evidence that's due in laborious evidence, no answer to the 1 and the 2 indicates that higher U.S. taxes are and lower taxes abroad are uniquely driving semiconductor industry abroad. This is comparatively bigger internal link than the one that actually, because the financial concerns are the critical determinants for our evidence of what companies do extend. And see, the last one is the argument that's our Brooks Wolf evidence against hegemony is uniquely self-reinforcing, and there is no index decline, no answer this argument into are and more evidence Alex Perez decline Brooks Wolf into previous historical evidence balancing involved people of status quo seeking to obtain other items where business one U.S. dominance the status quo into powers. This is medical with U.S. protecting no point in the foregoing major benefits to try to balance would have find some way of putting together durable colonial lines bankable large watching. This is profoundly important point because they would have to be present. There's none for a group of sovereign powers to topple hegemon one started marriage, which is what's going to happen to they extend 1C2. That's our geo evidence in case that these offshore companies are not going to go offshore to the United States in case there's a large domestic market and high R&D spending which prevents them from ever going to sharp extent. And C3 that they're going to regenerate anyways. That's a really inherent evidence in case that empirically the semiconductor industry will always regenerate itself because it did in the 70s. It's probably going to do so in 2000s regardless of what